What'd you miss? The U.S. stock market's remarkable track record. Now, according to Strategas research, you want to watch the S&P 500 in the 3 months prior to Election Day, because if it's down, the opposing party's candidate tends to win the presidency. And this has held true since 1984. What we've seen this time around, though, this cycle, the S&P 500 has held on to a negative return of just under 2%. So, as Strategas' chief political analyst Dan Clifton told us, either this is a false signal, this particular data point, or perhaps Donald Trump has a better chance than people are giving him credit for. We want to look now at the jobs data. And if you look at this upcoming chart, this is the U3 unemployment rate. It is the official rate, the vanilla measure that does not include discouraged workers or part-time workers. And it's currently at 4.9%, below 5%. The blue shading, of course, reflects Democrat presidents, the red shading Republican administrations. Going back to the late 1940s, Ronald Reagan was the only Republican to leave the Oval Office with lower unemployment than when he took the oath. On the other hand, Democrats have generally seen a drop in their term. So the same idea here, but this time we're going to look at GDP under different administrations. And what you'll see is that the yellow line marks the average since 1978. It's at about 2.7%. Stephen Roach of Yale University was on Bloomberg Surveillance this morning, though, and he says economic growth during this latest recovery, which is basically the Obama years, that last blue column, has been half the historical norm up to that point of 4%. So we've certainly struggled to even get to that 2.7% average. We started with stocks, so we're going to end here with stocks. History shows that the S&P 500 typically starts to rally 4 to 6 quarters after a U.S. presidential election. Now, the index rose the most during Bill Clinton's 2 terms in office. It gained more than 200%, 210%, in fact, between 1993 and 2001. For Barack Obama, the gains were pretty large as well, but less so, 167% since late 2000, or I should say early 2009, if we're going to count from Inauguration Day. As for Republicans, during Ronald Reagan's 8 years in office, the S&P 500 rose, 118%. Now, being bullish, it seems to be, when it comes to equities, pays off, period, because only 2 of the past 13 presidents ended their terms with stocks lower than where they started.